Welcome to OCG Thursday, everybody, where we look at some of the crazy ideas that Japan has come up with. So the first one we're going to be looking at here, we're actually fucking playing Deskbots with Orcust. So 0-1, this guy will gain 500 attack for each machine monster you control. And if you have 2 or more machine-type monsters are special summoned at the same time while this card is in your graveyard, you can just special summon this guy. Extenders. And then, of course, 0-3, when this card is normal summon, you can special summon one Deskbot monster except for 0-3 from your deck. And then, of course, you can target one Deskbot monster. It gains 500 attack for each Deskbot card you currently control. I have a feeling that we're just kind of playing this as Extender City for Orcust. Anybody else feel that way? Also, lower level? Interesting time to be alive, but the OCG has been really doing things with this Orcust engine. You know, ever since they got Dingrisu, the fact that they can just exceed some of this on top of any Orcust Link monster for free, and then, you know, you get to apply an effect. So you can send one card your opponent controls to the graveyard and attach one of your banished machine monsters to this card's material. And if a card or card control be destroyed by battle card effect, and you attach one material from this card. 2600s that float. Seems good. So this is a new take on, I guess, Deskbot Nightmares. I don't even know what really to say about this. So we have 2 copies of Ash Blossom. We have 1 copy of DD Crow, 1 copy of Deskbot 0-1, and triple copies of Deskbot 0-3. Oh, these are level 3s. I get it now. Of course, we have triple copies of Maxi, 2 copies of O-Lion, of course. Hey, Needle Fiber, how are you, buddy? We have 2 copies of Orcust Symbol Skeleton, 2 copies of Harp Horror, 2 copies of Orcust Nightmare, 1 copy of Psychic Tracker, and then, of course, 2 Psychic Wielder. Of course, 1 Takum Tumborg, 2 Terratop. If you guys haven't gotten anything out of the OCG at this point, you guys really just need to understand that Terratop Takum Tumborg is just the greatest thing ever over there. Like, I don't get why they love this combo so dang much, but they actually, every week, it's here. Of course, we have Triple Called by the Grave, 2 copies of Etali. Oh, that's really cute. We have 1 copy of Foolish Barrel, and 1 copy of Feather Duster, 1 copy of Monster Reborn, 1 copy of the Babel, making your quick effect, or making your cards quick effects is pretty good. 2 copies of Twin Twisters, 2 copies of World Legacy Succession. I actually, Monster Reborn 2.0. So good. Now, of course, Orchestrated Climax. When a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated while you control an Orcust Link monster, you get to negate that activation. If you do, banish that card. Then you can banish this card from your graveyard to add 1 of your Dark Machine monsters that is banished, or in your deck, to your hand. Oh. You add splash summon monsters during the turn you activate this, except for Dark Machine monsters. You can only activate 1 effect of Orchestrated Climax, once per turn each, and only once per turn. So either you got a Searcher, or you got a Negator. And of course, we have 2 copies of Solemn Judgment. Now, the extra deck down here, we have 1 copy of Topological Bomber Dragon, or Orchestron, 1 copy of Lingrisu, 1 Link Spider, 1 copy of Nightmare, Phoenix, and Unicorn, 2 copies of Mermaid, because, you know, extenders are great. We have 2 copies of Galatea, 1 copy of Needle Fiber, 2 copies of Dingrisu, and then, of course, 1 copy of the World Chalice Miko, and 1 Boral Savage Dragon. Now, we also have triple Prankatops, 2 Ghost Bell, triple Mind Control, 1 Mirror of the Ice Barrier, actually, 1 Twin Twister, 2 Heavy Storm Duster, and triple copies of Typhoon, wrapping up this deck. Didn't I say that the OCG was a very spicy place? Like, they have some of the craziest concepts over there. Now, next up, we actually have more Orcust. If you guys got anything from today's video, today is Orcust Central, because I wanted to cover more of the concepts. Now, this is more of the pure build. You have to remember, the OCG's got triple Dark Grepher, and we don't, so they get to abuse this a little bit, but the TCG's kind of finding ways around this, kind of trying to exploit the engine in pretty much the same way that the OCG is trying to do. But of course, you know, they can Shaddoll fusion out Winda, use Winda as stepping stones and things like that. Also, the fact that they just have this thing, like, so 1 normal summoned or set monster with 1000 or less attack. Quick effect: you tribute this card, target 1 monster you control. It cannot be destroyed by battle card effects turn, and when you normal summon or set a monster is destroyed while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this guy. Link 1, by the way. So This is more Orcust to love. So we have 2 copies of Ash Blossom, triple copies of Dark Grepher, triple copies of Phantasme, for all of you that wanted to correct me. I just love calling him Phantasme. We have triple copies of Maxi. We have 1 Orcust Symbol Skeleton and triple Harp Horror. And of course, 2 copies of Watch Your Mermaid Resolve. 1 copy of Dragon, 1 Ancient Cloak, and 2 Boots with the 1 Wand. And of course, triple Called by the Grave, 1 Foolish Barrel, 1 Feather Duster, 1 Rhoda, triple copies of Shaddoll Fusion, 1 Eagle Booster, 1 Hornet Drones, 2 Kagari, 2 Orchestrated Climax, 2 copies of the Fog Blade, and 1 Shade Brigadine. Extra deck, we have 1 Triple Burst Dragon, 1 Rusty Tin Can, 1 Kagari, 1 Almari, 1 Langrisu, 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Mermaid, 1 Cerberus, 2 Galatea, 1 Boral Sword, 2 Shirokastu Dingrisu, and 1 Winda. Side deck here, we have 2 copies of Prankatops, 1 Gamma Seal, 1 Kumamungus, 1 Jamming Waves, 2 Twin Twisters, triple copies of Anti-Spell Fragrance, 1 in pre-order, triple Red Reboot, and 1 copy of Vanity's Emptiness. If you take anything from this, 1, understand that the Sky Striker engine is literally still spliced and everything over there. Hornet Drones plus Eagle Booster for protection are absolutely devastating. The fact that you can also turn this into a draw card depending on what you've resolved, and you can also use this as a stepping stone. Literally, this into Kagari is just combo starter central for things that you're going to want to do with this deck. It's kind of crazy, actually. The more they trim down this engine, the more that we still find ways to abuse it. So, congratulations, OCG. You and your Orcust, like, engine's starting to become a problem in the TCG. It'll probably become a problem once we get Dingrisu, but for the time being, we actually get a breather. Now, the last deck we have today is Salmangreat Guard Dragon. That's right. Of course, the OCG just recently got Signet Mining, which lets you send 1 card from hand to the graveyard to add a level 4 lower Cybers from your deck to your hand. Yep. I do love me just degenerate love, don't you guys? Like, thanks OCG. You guys definitely, and plus the way the Gandor is ruled over there right now is kind of crazy. So, thanks Guard Dragons. Thanks Agrippine. So anyway, we have 2 copies of Ash Blossom, triple copies of Draconet. So when this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 level 2 or lower monster from your deck. Alright? Now, this is actually where we bring out Justia. So, Draconet into Justia actually gets you into Myco. So, for this card Synchro Summon, you can treat 1 World Child as normal monster you control as a tuner. You can only each effect of her once per turn. So, if this card is Synchro Summon, you get to add a 1 World Legacy card from your deck to your hand. Yup, you get to search for this, okay? And if this Synchro Summon card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 World Chalice from your deck or graveyard, except for her. So, hello, Guard Dragon. But, yeah, little spicy things like that. Of course, we have 1 Effect Veiler. We have 1 copy of Firewall Guardian. So if this card is sent to the graveyard as link material for the link summon of a Cyberse monster, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. When an attack is declared involving your Link monster and your opponent's Link monster, you banish this card from your graveyard to negate the attack, and if you do until the end of the turn, the original attack of the opponent's monster will become 0 and is unaffected by card effects, except for its own. Okay, cool, that's fine. But blinking effects is pretty cool. We have 1 Gandora, 1 Ghost Ogre, triple Lady Debug, 1 Max C, 1 Olion, 1 Foxy, triple Gazelle, 1 copy of Jack Jaguar, triple Spinny, 1 Guard Dragon, of course, 1 Justia. You get to bring this out for free. We have 2 Called by the Grave, triple Signet Mining, 1 Feather Duster, triple Salmangreat Circle, 1 Sanctuary, 1 of the World Legacy Guard Dragon, 1 Rage, 2 copies of Roar, and 2 Solemn Strike. The extra deck, we have triple copies of Volinix, triple copies of Sunlight Wolf, 1 Elpay, 1 Agropane, 1 Needle Fiber, 1 Equimax, 1 Boral Sword Dragon, 1 copy of Stalio, 1 Ib, 1 copy of Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, and 1 Boral Savage Dragon. Take your pick for problematic cards, because great times are ahead of us. So that's all I have for OCG Thursday this week, guys. Please leave a comment down below. Of course, every Friday is Mark Watch, and so is every Tuesday, but you know, I don't get to be hyped about these things. So I do hope you guys have enjoyed the wellspring of knowledge that we've had this week as well. Of course, if you guys have stuff that you want to see next week, I'll try to look back, read these things for you guys, and try to see if we can make it happen. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vancol40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.